Here's CNN's Van Jones. Not a fan of Mamdani's angry far-left rage-filled victory speech. Managing editor of Newsbusters is the one who's posting this, by the way. Newsbusters are a right-wing think tank, a right-wing oppo shop, and they're cutting Van Jones clips off of CNN. Let's take a look.
That we saw on the campaign trail, who was a lot more calm, who was a lot warmer, who was a lot more embracing, was not present in that speech. And I think,
by the way, his acceptance speech is a historic one. It was his best speech so far. And not only was it his best speech so far, I can't remember a time where I have heard any politician, regardless of what level they're at, whether it be running for mayor, whether it be running for president, whether it be running for Senate, governor, whatever. I cannot recall a single time post-Obama where I have heard a politician deliver a speech and I'm listening to it and I'm thinking, this will be written about. It was his absolute best. Like, there were funny moments that turned the volume up. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. Coming out of the gate swinging with class first language, with a Eugene Debs quote. I'm telling you, there was something there. It was electric. He did not pull punches for Israel. He quoted Mario Cuomo, which was incredible. And I think the reason why Van Jones is behaving this way is because obviously he's a stooge.
Thank you, my friends. The sun may have set over our city this evening, but as Eugene Debs once said, I can see the dawn of a better day for humanity.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
As long as we can remember, the working people of New York have been told by the wealthy and the well-connected that power does not belong in their hands. Fingers bruised from lifting boxes on the warehouse floor, palms calloused from delivery bike handlebars, knuckles scarred with kitchen burns. These are not hands that have been allowed to hold power. And yet, over the last 12 months, you have dared to reach for something greater. Tonight, against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. I wish Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life. But let tonight be the final time I utter his name as we turn the page on a politics that abandons the many and answers only to the few. New York, tonight you have delivered a mandate for change. A mandate for a new kind of politics. A mandate for a city we can afford. And a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that. On January 1st, I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City. And that is because of you. So before I say anything else, I must say this. Thank you. Thank you to the next generation of New Yorkers who refused to accept that the promise of a better future was a relic of the past. You showed that when politics speaks to you without condescension, we can usher in a new era of leadership. We will fight for you because we are you. Or as we say on Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum.
Man. Yeah, here was Scott Jennings and Van Jones tag teaming this speech. It is really interesting, though. The cope coming from the right and the center is identical. Oh, this victory is meaningless. Oh, they only spent like $100 million attacking the dude every second of the day and literally concocted a spoiler candidate. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, who cares? And you hear that from Matt Iglesias all the way to Van Jones and Scott Jennings. This is the reason why I showed you AOC's statement last night on Abby Phillips, because Zohran didn't just fight back and win against the Republican in a city-wide election where 75% of the vote is usually going to go to the Democratic candidate. He fought back against the establishment Democrats as well. There is a real moment here. This is a people-backed candidacy, a class-first politics going up against the forces of capital.
So I wouldn't overread it. Virginia, in particular, has never been a great bellwether. I don't think a lot of folks had a lot of confidence in the Virginia campaign that was run on the Republican side. And New Jersey is New Jersey. So I would hesitate to overread it. I don't think the concerns you raised are illegitimate political strategy concerns. You know, I think just want to offer condolences to Chuck Schumer. Honestly, what I'm reading here in New York City is that AOC is going to be the next senator from New York after she gets done whooping his rear end in the 2028 Democratic primary. And for his Senate races in 2026, I see the energy in the Democratic Party tonight behind a socialist, and I see the energy in Virginia, Democrats looking the other way on a violent candidate for Attorney General who says he wants...
It's your boy Jesus. Why are you watching this Neo baby artard? Ha ha ha. What is a Neo baby? Why are you so full of hate? What's happening?
To murder Republicans and their children. If you think you're getting rid of Graham Plattner in Maine now, think again. This is a terrible night.
They got new types of
Democratic
babies.
Image, given what is happening inside their party. Mamdani is an avowed socialist. It's not what people say that he is. It's what he says that he is. He's now the leader of their party. That's their energy, and Chuck Schumer's
He's the leader of the Democratic Party?
Let's swear.
There is no. Who is the leader? Can someone tell me?
He's a life raft for Republicans who have to go on TV and get their asses kicked.
You own this now. You all own this now.
We've had progressive mayors. I don't think anybody thought that de Blasio was...
He's the best actor you all have, is he not?
No disrespect to my new boy, Bilbo, okay? No disrespect to Bill de Blasio, but I think there is a difference here. There is a little bit of a difference here. Yes, New York has had progressive mayors in the past, but New York in its history has only had 2 socialist mayors, and this is the only relevant contemporary historic example. And that's precisely the reason why all of you dipshits sitting in your ivory tower are spending every waking moment attacking him. This is the most uniparty these guys have been in a long time, just openly saying the quiet part out loud over and over again. Make no mistake. If he was the same exact, like, regular progressive Democrat, there wouldn't be this level of angst and this level of animosity.
Listen,
Mamdani.
Here's what I'll say. I'm a lot happier than you are sad. You're saying I'm happy. You know why? Buyer's remorse from independents. Independents gave Donald Trump a shot. Buyer's remorse. The Latin community gave him a shot. You see, buyer's remorse. Black men gave Trump a shot. They've come back home.
Didn't.
Buyer's remorse. Why?
They didn't. That's just bad. That's just bad commentary. Like, you could say that about the Hispanic vote. You can't even say that about black men. That's just bullshit. That's bullshit. The margins for black men were so narrow. It was nothing. It was nothing. Okay? God, it's just like, this is just wrong. This is just wrong. This is wrong analysis. I cannot believe it. Of course, Dems are going to take the wrong messaging from this and claim voters love their inaction this time. God.
Because people are sick of the status quo. That's why they voted for Trump the first time. That's why they voted him out the second time. That's why they voted him back in. People want change. And Donald Trump said he was going to do something about grocery prices. He's done everything, but he's putting in gold toilets in the White House. He's tearing up. He's gallivanting around the world. And you're seeing buyer's remorse in places where Republicans had some hope. This thing is starting to settle out now. This is about basic needs that people have and basic rights people expect. That's what seems to be under fire from this administration. And if they think they can spin and talk and spin and talk and nobody's going to notice that, they just got proven wrong tonight. People's basic needs are not being met. One of the things that I think people are seeing, not just from Mamdani, but from the moderates as well, this focus on kitchen table issues. We used to talk about this in weird ways. Income inequality, wealth disparity, economic justice. People who
didn't say it that way.
but we had a lot of syllables, man. It was people describing a problem they didn't have, okay? Now you got people who are talking like the people who have the problem. I can't afford nothing. And somebody who can talk that way, whether they're on the left of our party or the middle of our party, is going to have a big audience. And this buyer's remorse that's setting in now from other people is a big problem for Republicans.
I think two big takeaways. So listen, I think there's this divide within the Democratic Party. Is the future of the party Mamdani? Is it democratic socialism? Is it more in the likes of AOC and Bernie Sanders? He no doubt ran a good campaign. I interviewed him. He is a very formidable force in American politics. We had two female governors who were just elected, Democrats, who ran as consummate centrists. Both of them were talking about uniting the country, that there's more that unites us than divides us, both with very credible resumes. So what direction are you going to go? Because you guys need to focus on...
Rich Democrats are the reason why Democrat voters hate Democrats right now. And dude, I was a Republican who I'm proud to say I flipped to be a Democrat because of Zohran's views on normal politics. Dude, like, mashallah, hell yeah. That's crazy. I fucking hate Van Jones. He's basically saying the electorate is too dumb to understand the underlying social issues that stem from capitalism. Yes, he is saying that. I mean, he is a deeply, deeply cynical charlatan. Remember, when Van Jones is speaking, just understand he's saying populist framework works. Simplifying the messages is working. And yes, that is true. Okay, but I'm mostly referencing Van Jones's statements about how Zohran Mamdani was more aggressive than ever before, like in his speech last night. Okay, this is what I'm referencing.
Mamdani is the one you need to hear from tonight. There are a lot of people trying to figure out, can I get on this train with him or not? Is he going to include me? Is he going to be more of a class warrior even in office? I think he missed a chance tonight to open up and bring more people.
There was one person I did want to meet last night that I didn't get a chance to, and that's Mahmoud Mamdani, the GOAT. I really, really wanted to meet him, and that was the I didn't have time. We didn't make it happen, but hopefully, inshallah, one day.
Into the tent, I think his tone.
His mom is cool too, but I'm not like a very big movie person.
I think he was using the microphone in a way that he was almost yelling.
Do you not realize how unoriginal you are? Elaborate. Explain what you mean.
And that's not the Mamdani that we've seen on TikTok and the great interviews and stuff like that. So I felt like there's a little bit of a character switch here where the warm, open, embracing guy that's close to working people.
Slop Tubers made new videos, so the roaches are coming from that. What could they have possibly made videos on? We just saw last night, for those with eyes to see, that all of the attack ads amounted to nothing, and that people were steadfast in their approach, and that there was no, like, all of the endless amounts of shit. Wait, grabbing on a hold of some sort of success. Damn, brother, you can't even fucking celebrate when your team is winning? What's happening? Oh, they pretend now that Zohran hates you. Oh, that's what it is. That's awesome.